Hello everyone, hello YouTube, this is Felipe, o Gato de Salto, and today I'm here again with you to talk about another amazing Orixá, Orixá Oxum. So, as you know, I just started this series where I'm talking about different Orixás. I want to introduce them to you. Last week, I spoke about Iemanjá, and today I'm going to tell you a lot that I know about Oxum, another very well-loved Orixá. But before we start, just a regular disclaimer. Remember, I am not a religion expert. I am not an expert or a priest from the Candomblé and the Umbanda religions. I am just trying to convey information that is of difficult access to anyone who does not speak Portuguese. This is the purpose of this video, especially to international sambistas, people who do samba, who love samba, who dance and play samba from outside of Brazil, who do not speak Portuguese, but are also usually constantly confronted with samba culture, with the Afro-religion cultures, and they know, okay, I know that's an Orixá, but I don't really understand. So this is why I'm here, just to tell you what it actually all means, at least try to. Oxum. We will start as usual with the salutation, Orayeyeo, Orayeyeo Oxum, Orayeye Oxum, Orayeye Oxum. You might know the song, Salgueiro 2009. Oxum is a really well-loved Orixá, just like Iemanjá. She's also a Yabá. Yabás, as I said in my previous videos, are all the Orixás that are female, and therefore Oxum is also an Yabá. And she's also really well-loved in Brazil. I think, you know, the more I know about Candomblé and the Orixás and the Umbanda, the more I see, I think every Orixá is really well known. Oxum, she is very well loved, I think because she's the goddess or the Orixá of love, of beauty, of richness, of sensuality, of sexuality. She is a beautiful Orixá. She's also the Orixá of sweet water, so rivers, waterfalls. She is definitely the Orixá that many people venerate in Brazil. So even if you are, let's say, just having a walk in the forest of Tijuca in Rio, in between your rehearsals and private classes, and you find a little waterfall, you might find offerings close to that area or next to the river that are definitely dedicated to Oxum. And since Oxum likes richness, she also likes gold. And that's one of her colors. Oxum is usually adored with gold and yellow. Those two colors are the colors of Oxum that you will find in offerings, be it in candles or food or flowers or objects in yellow and gold. That's definitely what you're looking for if you're trying to please Oxum and get her to bless you with anything that she is responsible for. Oxum, usually she's depicted carrying a mirror because she has a lot of vanity. So she's always like really looking at herself in the mirror, taking care of herself. Like she is the goddess of beauty. And this, in case you want to incorporate Oxum into your dancing, whenever you hear in the samba, Orayeye Oxum, or you hear that it changed to an Orixá, to a sort of an Ixexá beat in the samba, and you don't want to do the classical steps, you can definitely go and pull out your mirror, have a good look at yourself in the mirror, maybe even brush your hair like a mermaid. These are ways that you can incorporate Oxum in your dancing whenever you are performing and whenever you want to pay homage or if you just feel like it. Sons, daughters, and anything in between of the Orixá Oxum are usually people who are very, take a lot of care about their appearance, can't resist by checking themselves in the mirror or in any glass surface when they're walking down the street. But they're also very caring, very loving, very emotional. I heard that they cry a lot. As you can see, I check myself in the mirror all the time, but I hardly cry. I am not a son of Oxum, definitely not. I love Oxum very much. I have done rituals and offerings for her in the past, but I wouldn't say I'm a son of Oxum. However, there is a myth, and again, if you watch my previous videos, you know that all myths come from the Candomblé. There is a myth that Oxum, once upon a time, was the wife or married Oxóssi, the god and the Orixá of hunting. And together they had a son. And this son is called Logunede. It's a different Orixá. I'm not going to go too much into Logunede, but that's my Orixá. Apparently I am a son of Logunede. Now, I just told you that Oxum married Oxóssi, and actually there is a whole samba enredo, a whole parade that happened in Rio, telling the story of this forbidden love.
Ora, yeah, yeah, oh. Ora, yeah, yeah, oh. Para seus filhos todo axé, cantar cubango com o povo em sua fé. Ora, yeah, yeah, oh.
And this enredo was performed by the samba school Cubango in 1981. They talk about how Oxum met Oxóssi. It's a very nice parade, very nice enredo, nice lyrics, definitely worth checking it out. Since we're talking about myths, she also married the Orixá Xangô. She was the second wife of Xangô. And I remember being exposed a lot to myths and stories and hearing like, but wait, I heard that Xangô left someone for someone. Apparently there's some tea to be spilled, ladies and gentlemen. But I will tell more about that when I'm talking about Xangô. But Oxum was also married to Xangô and he left her. That's why some people say she's a very jealous kind of Orixá and she cries because she was left by her love. I think in such a situation, everyone sort of gets touched by Oxum. But ora ye Oxum, let's think about positive things. Let's talk about Oxum and the beauty and everything in the Samba world. Now, I know that Oxum is the protector saint, the patron saint, the protector and patron Orixá of the Samba school Portela. Interestingly enough, they also chose Oxum's love, Oxóssi, to be the patron of the bateria. So you have Oxum as the patron of the school and Oxóssi as the patron of the bateria. But Oxum is also an Orixá that is always represented in the parades, within the parades. One of the things that I can think of is actually an enredo from the samba school Vai Vai from São Paulo. The enredo, I think it's from 2017, and they talk about Oxum, especially in their chorus. It's very nice. They say, Ora ye ye Oxum, vem nos abençoar. Ora ye Oxum, come bless us. A Bela Vista hoje vai cantar. Bela Vista, which is a neighborhood in São Paulo where Vai Vai is from, today will sing. Bate cabeça, abre a roda pra saudar. So, bate cabeça is the prayer movement in which you touch the floor with your forehead. Open the circle, abre a roda, to salute, para saudar. Mãe Menininha do Gantuá. Mãe Menininha do Gantuá was actually a religious guide. She was definitely a daughter of Oxum, and Vai Vai also paid homage to this lady in their song of 2017.
Ora, ei, Oxum, vem nos abençoar. A Bela Vista hoje vai cantar. Bate cabeça, abre a roda pra saudar. Mãe Menininha do Gantuá. Ora, ei, Oxum, vem nos abençoar. A Bela Vista hoje vai cantar. Bate cabeça, abre a roda pra saudar. Mãe Menininha do Gantuá. Caminho pro vai passar. A energia que emana do Orum.
Back in 2016, also Mangueira actually was talking about a Brazilian singer called Maria Bethânia, who is the daughter of Oya Yansan. We'll talk about Yansan in a different video. But apparently her spiritual guide or her mother was the daughter of Oxum. So those two Orixás were very present in her life and in her work. Abre Alas, the opening float from the parade in 2016, had the first part of the float dedicated to Yansan and the second part of the float dedicated to Oxum. And right behind it, the very last part of the float, there was a fountain with a beautiful dancer representing Oxum. She was gorgeous, all in gold. And this dancer, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a samba dancer, you probably know her. Her name is Larissa Reis, the one with the big hair from Salgueiro. She did a beautiful job representing Oxum in Mangueira's parade of 2016. And if you were in Brazil this last carnival before the pandemics, 2020, how not to speak about the winners of Carnival, Viradouro, where they were talking about the washers of Itapuã, like the ladies who would wash their clothes in the rivers and the clothes for as a form of work. And they had their opening commission with a beautiful image of Oxum, where it was a mermaid. She was swimming in a pool in the middle of the parade, and then she would sit on the stone. It was gorgeous. And of course, the song, Orixá Oxum, teu dourado tem axé, Orixá Oxum, your gold has axé. Faz o seu quilombo no abaeté. Make your quilombo. Quilombo is sort of slaves who escaped their abusers. They would go to a safe harbor, a safe city, a hidden city, and that was called Quilombo. So they say, Orixá Oxum, teu dourado tem axé, faz o seu quilombo, make your quilombo no abaeté. And then they say, quem lava a alma dessa gente veste ouro. Those who wash the soul of these people wear gold. É Viradouro, Orixá Oxum. It was such a great parade. It was a great song. I remember getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps right now. It was beautiful. That opening commission, the elements, there was so much gold in that parade. It was, loved it. Especially recently, I just started my performance group. We are a small group of dancers. We didn't have the chance to make many shows because of the pandemic, so we did have a couple of online shows. And my opening act was was dedicated to Oxum. We chose a Ponto de Oxum, so a song dedicated to Oxum. Eu vi Mamãe Oxum na cachoeira. I saw Mother Oxum in the waterfall. And I had one of my dancers wearing a beautiful, gorgeous costume that our atelier, my favorite atelier, House of Freya Samba Costumes, check her out. So I'm going to leave her Instagram in the description box. She made this beautiful Oxum costume for us. And this girl, this girl of mine, she learned the dance. She incorporated beautifully. She was carrying a mirror as well. And she danced beautifully. It was a gorgeous moment of our performance, of our opening, the opening of our show. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was really just meant to be a short introduction about the Orixá Oxum with a simple, little facts that will help you recognize her and her influence in future parades, in future songs. You can also carry on your research, get to know Oxum and how to adore her more in depth. But I think my job here is done for today. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a comment, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, very important, and send this video, share it with your friends, with other sambistas from all over the world. Orixá Oxum. Thank you very much, and I see you next time with more information about a different Orixá. Take care and bye-bye. Ciao!